What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing today? Hope you're doing well. I'm doing good. It's been a wonderful day here at the Sanchez Casa. Hope you're having a great day. Welcome to Table Talk. This is day 8 of 28 days live. That's right. We are going live 28 days in a row. Why are you doing that, Aubrey? Well, several reasons. One reason, it's good for me. It's good for me to get some consistency in this. I've been away for a while, and so it's been good. 2, why not? Let's do it, man. If you're going to do something, you might as well go all in. You know what I'm saying? So welcome to day 8 of 28 days live. If you're just jumping on, say what's up in the comments. I love when you guys interact in the comments. I'm flying solo tonight. My wife has been on a lot of these with me lately. Tonight she's like, I'm going to bed. We had to get up early. My daughter fractured her foot a while ago, about a month and a half ago at Get Air. That's right. Jumping on a trampoline, her ankle rolled, ended up fracturing her foot. So we had a checkup this morning up in the city at 7:45. So it was an early morning for us, driving there, and traffic was crazy, man, with the rain and everything. It was nuts. But anyways, my wife's like, no, I'm going to bed tonight. And I'm like, okay, I guess I'll do my live by myself. So here we are, and hey, I'm glad that you're here. Again, if you're just jumping on, maybe you're watching the replay, say what's up in the comments. I love to know that you are here with us today. So interact as we're going. Maybe you have a question. Maybe it has to do with what we're chatting about tonight. Maybe it has to do with something that we're not chatting about, but I love the interaction, and I'll stay here as long as you guys stay here. That's kind of my motto. So, but tonight I wanted to share a little bit of something that I'd labeled this a lesson from a kid. And today I was reminded of a great lesson from one of my kids. So I'm not going to give you all the details because I don't want to embarrass said child. All right. They are blessings sometimes. And when I say blessings, those of you that know, my wife and I, when we call our kids blessings, it's usually because we're frustrated at them. I guess it's like the godly way of saying a cuss word. I don't know. Like, you are a blessing. And it's from one of our favorite Christmas movies, Four Christmases. I don't know if you've seen that, but that's like one of our favorite Christmas movies. And so there's the part, I'm going to lower this a little bit. This is going to be weird. Ready? There we go. One of our favorite movies is Four Christmases, and there's a part where they're acting out the Christmas play, and he goes, "This child is a blessing to the both of us." And for some reason, like, we lost it. My wife and I just absolutely lost it. And it was like the most hilarious thing to us. And so now when we're frustrated at our kids, instead of saying things that we'd want to take back, we said, "Man, you're a blessing. You guys are blessings." It's like the godly way of cussing, I guess. I don't know. But anyways, we say blessings, but one of our blessings today made a dumb decision. And first thing I'll tell you this, and this is something we can learn. We're going to learn from my child. All they kept saying, and I'm going to say they so you don't know who it is. All they kept saying was, "I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid. I'm a stupid kid," or "I'm this," or "I'm that." And I kept telling them, I was like, listen, like, you made a mistake. Just because you make a mistake doesn't mean you're stupid. Just because you made a dumb decision doesn't mean you're stupid. And I was like, wow, that's good for us to hear, right? Just because you made a bad decision, just because you made a mistake, that your mistake is not your identity. Let me put it that way. We all make mistakes. We all make dumb decisions. We all do. My dad used to call it pieces of stupid, right? We all have pieces of stupid, but your mistake is not your identity if you don't let it be. Now, some mistakes are so big that it can become our identity if we don't overcome those things, right? And so I kept telling them, I said, "Hey, listen, you made a mistake, but that doesn't make you a stupid person." I'm like, "I'm so proud of you. You're a good kid." Because they are good kids, right? And so I'm telling them, I'm telling them and reminding them who they are. Maybe you need reminded tonight, like you've made some dumb decisions. You've made some stupid decisions, frankly, but that doesn't mean that you're stupid. That doesn't have to be your identity. There is more to you. You are a son and daughter of the Most High. You are created in God's image. You are made just the way he wanted you to be made, and he's given you everything that you need to be successful, right? So that was a good reminder. That was lesson takeaway number one, was like, oh man, my mistakes are not who I am. And so we're keeping talking, and the child is bawling because they feel terrible, right? I mean, they're just losing it. Like, can't believe I did this, blah, blah, blah. Which one, as a parent, I love. I mean, I love that they feel bad. I didn't tell them that. I go, I'm glad you feel bad. But as a parent, I love that they're sensitive to the right thing. So that actually kind of makes me happy that they cry and feel bad about it. And so I'm telling them this, and they're feeling bad. And I said, listen, and I'll tell you this part. This is kind of part two. I'm laying in bed with them, and again, if you're just jumping on, I'm saying them because I don't want to expose which child was, but I'm laying in bed with them, and they keep covering their head. And I said, uncover your head. Why? I don't want to. And they're crying. I said, because we don't hide from our mistakes. All of us make mistakes, but we don't hide from them. That's lesson number two. The first lesson is that just because you made a mistake, that's not your identity. That's not who you are. The second lesson is when we make a mistake, we don't hide from it. And so I said, uncover your face. We're not hiding from our mistakes. We're going to face it head on. And so maybe you need to be reminded what my kid reminded me of, is that we don't hide from our mistakes. We can cover things up and hold on to it, and bitterness grows and all these things happen, because we hid from our mistakes. But Sanchez's in our house, we don't hide from our mistakes. We uncover them, and we face them head on. And so maybe that's a good reminder for you. Maybe there's things you've kind of swept under the rug, and you've made a mistake and you just hide from it. You're like my child, with the blankets over their heads because they're embarrassed, or because they don't want to face it, or they know the repercussions, or whatever the reason may be. We don't hide from our mistakes. That was lesson number two. And then number three was really just, honestly, this was one of those parenting moments where, like, I didn't have this, like, I'm preparing this to talk to my kid about this. It kind of came to me, and I was like, oh, that was good. Parent, if you're a parent, you know what I'm talking about. Like, you have those moments where you're like, dang, that was good. Or your spouse looks at you like, whoa, okay. And you're like, yeah. And you'd like to take the credit, like, oh yeah, I was ready for this. But really it was the Holy Spirit bailing you out and giving you the words to say. So here's what I told my child. I said, you made a mistake. Everybody makes mistakes. It doesn't make you a bad kid. It doesn't make you stupid. We don't hide from it, but we face it on. So here's what we do when we make a mistake. Number one thing that we do is we make it right. So I said, here's how we're going to make this mistake right. And it's tough the way that they're going to make it right, but it's the right thing to do, right? I just said right like 4 times in 3 seconds. So I said, the first thing that we do when we make a mistake is we go and we make it right. And so that's the first thing that we do. And I said, the second thing that we do is we learn from the mistake. All right? Your mistake is not who you are, but if you don't learn from it, you're going to keep repeating it. And that is dumb. That is stupid to not learn from the mistake. And a lot of the times when we have the guts to make a mistake right, is often where we learn from it, because it requires humility, and sometimes it's demoralizing, and sometimes it's embarrassing to go and to make a mistake right. But when you make that mistake right, and then I said the second thing that we do is we learn from that mistake. And so maybe you've made mistakes in your life, and it's the same thing, man. For me, I'm reminding myself this is like, we're going to make mistakes. We're going to mess up. We're going to make the wrong decisions. And this child was like, I don't even know why. I know I'm not supposed to, and I don't know why I did, and blah, blah, blah. And there's times like that, man, where we're like, I don't know why I did this. I know this isn't even who I am. I know I'm not supposed to do this. I don't even know why I made this mistake. We go and we make it right, and we learn from it. And then I said, the reality, though, is that I forgive you. I love you. You're a great kid, but there's still consequences for it. And so there will be consequences. Now, there'll be less consequences because you told me the truth and you didn't lie about it, but there's still consequences for your mistake. And so those were some, I think, brilliant lessons that I was reminded of tonight when it comes to mistakes. Number one, I'll recap for you real quick. One is your mistakes are not your identity. Because you made a dumb decision doesn't mean you're a stupid person, okay? That's one. Two, we don't hide from our mistakes. My kid was covering their head because they were embarrassed of their mistake. We don't hide from our mistakes. We face them. We get out from under the covers and we face the mistakes that we've made. And what do we do when we've made a mistake? First, we go and we make it right. Second, we learn from it. And then three, we accept the consequences because there are consequences for our decisions. There's no way around that. But the consequences for our decisions are typically less when we actually tell the truth about it. At least in our house, if you lie, the consequences are going to be worse than if you tell the truth. And so that was just some thoughts from an experience that I had today with one of my blessings. And I thought it was a great reminder for all of us, man. We all make mistakes. We all make dumb decisions. We all mess up. I've never met a perfect person, right? We're all in the pursuit to be more like Jesus, and in that pursuit we stumble, right? So that's okay, man. That's all right. But let's react the right way when we do make those dumb decisions, when we do make those mistakes. Let's do the right thing. So I hope that helped you. If it did, man, let me know in the comments. Maybe you have a question in there. I'll wait a minute here and see if anybody has any questions. If it helped you, give me some thumbs, give me some hearts. Maybe you want to share this. I would love that too. If you do not follow me on Facebook, maybe you're on my wife's Facebook right now. I would love if you would go and follow me on Facebook as well. I've said this multiple times over the last couple of days, but my Facebook got hacked. So I lost my Facebook and my Instagram accounts. So I'm trying to be your friend again. That's all I want, is to be your friend again. So if you don't follow me on Facebook, go over there and ask me to be your friend, and I will gladly accept your friendship. Well, it looks like we are going to make this one short tonight. Day 8 of 28 days. I'll be back tomorrow, maybe with my wife, maybe by myself, but we're going 28 days straight. Let's go. The rest of them up to this point are available on Facebook. They're also on my YouTube. Some of them are on my wife's YouTube. We are on my wife's Facebook. We haven't gone on my wife's Facebook every time, but they're available on my Facebook. I particularly actually tonight rewatched day 5. We had a special guest, Maurice, and she spoke some stuff about the next generation and how to lead them that I went back and rewatched because I was like, man, that was some good stuff. So if you're into that, if you're a leader, maybe you're a parent, maybe you're a teacher, you deal with the next generation, I would encourage you to jump into that. You can fast forward probably 13, 15 minutes, something like that, where we're just jacking around, asking each other questions, but then we get into some of that deeper stuff. So go back. They're available. Would love if you would do that. Hey, thank you guys for hanging out with me. I appreciate all of the support. I know it's only been 8 days, but it's been awesome doing these with you. We'll be back for day 9 tomorrow of 28 days live. We'll see you later.